Welcome to Rapid Retro Reviews, where we go back in the day to play some old school bangers and failures. The Lord of the Rings was at the peak of its popularity in the 2000s, and with the success of the Peter Jackson trilogy came a catalog of games taking place in the Tolkien universe. Just a few years after the conclusion of the award-winning Return of the King, the 2006 real-time strategy game, The Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2, was released for the Xbox 360 and PC.
Slay the enemy to the last!
The game takes place in the Third Age and is broken up into a good campaign and evil campaign. The good campaign follows an elf, Glorfindel, and dwarf, Glóin, as they attempt to lead their armies and defeat Sauron to restore peace in Middle-earth. In the evil campaign, the Mouth of Sauron and Nazgul lead goblin armies to destroy the good forces in the north. As you start the first mission, it is immediately obvious that the Xbox 360 hardware is not able to handle what the game is requiring. The frame rate drops constantly, and selecting and commanding ally units is slow and clunky. This alone makes the game so much worse, and it never smooths out across all 8 missions of the campaign.
It's about time! Plenty whatsoever.
Controls for a console RTS game are always difficult to grasp. During my playthrough, scrolling through the in-game menus was always a chore, and even doing the simplest commands was a pain sometimes. The game running so slow and constantly changing frame rate didn't do the controls any justice either. As you continue through the campaign, you get used to the controls, but it's really easy to mess up a command you're trying to make. Maybe on the PC port these problems aren't as major. Building your army and making upgrades to your infantry is fun, and it's always entertaining to watch your massive army storm into an enemy stronghold. Your hero characters have special abilities that allow them to do massive damage, although some of these abilities have really lame animations, and sometimes you can't even tell the characters executed the ability. There's a skill tree available in which you can unlock summons and buffs to apply to your team. Some of them are crazy overpowered, like this earthquake that destroys everything in a huge area of effect.
Nothing must be left standing.
My favorite is this bop who attacks enemies and jumps around and sings. Who is this guy? There are 3 difficulty modes to choose from, and some missions can be a little difficult when attempting them for the first time. I had to restart the mission on a few occasions, and I was only playing on normal difficulty. My rating of The Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2 is a 4 out of 10. It was fun at times building my armies and launching massive attacks on enemies, but the low frame rate and choppiness killed it for me. If you're a massive Lord of the Rings fan, then it's worth a try. If you're just looking to play a real-time strategy game, I suggest you look elsewhere.